Hi kids, it's Mr. Iovich here from Math Minute 17. So we will go ahead and read through these, talk about them. The first 5, we'll pause it, check our work, do the next 5, and then we'll be all set. So I will get zoomed in here and we will get started. Again, it's Math Minute 17, so make sure you're focused over here on this page, not on Math Minute 18. So I will slide over so you can see where my focus is, and then I will zoom in. The first thing we're going to do here with number 1 is add with 3 addends. Again, these individual digits that I'm adding up, or numbers, we call addends. So that's just what it's called, what we add things together. Okay. So this has 3 addends. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Number 2 says multiply the numbers 4 times 4. You can use the diamonds here to help you. Number 3, circle the digit in the hundreds place. Number 4, there are 3 angles and how many sides on a triangle. Okay? And then the last one, Dana has 50 cents. She earns another 25 cents by doing the dishes. How much money does she have altogether? So go ahead and pause your video and solve those, and then come back for a brief explanation in the answers, and we'll move on to 6 through 10. And we're back with you. 4 plus 0 plus 5 is 9. Multiply the numbers. 4 groups of 4 is the same as 16. The digit in the hundreds place is the 5. There are 3 angles and 3 sides on a triangle. If I were to draw that out for you to show you what it looks like in geometry, I would just draw my triangle, and I will tell you these line segments here, here, and here, those are its sides, okay? And they are line segments when we get to geometry. So I would have 3 points, I would have 3 sides, and I would have 3 angles. And we show angles in geometry making little partial circles inside the line. So this part right here shows the angle of this line segment and this line segment. So we're not going to get too far into that. I just wanted to show you because it looks a little different. So when you see it, when we actually do geometry, you won't be super confused and overwhelmed with it. If I slide my paper up, I'm sorry. Number 5 is Dana has 50 cents. She earns another 25 cents. She should end up with 75 cents. And I showed my math over here. If you did it in your head for this one, that's okay. So I'm going to slide up, and we'll talk about 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then we'll move on from there. Number 6, 28 minus 6. Number 7, there are how many sets of 2 and 12? Again, this is just division, okay? So it's the opposite of multiplication. So instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2 gives me 12, I'm saying I have 12. I'm going to put each of those 12 in an equal group, and then I'm going to tell you how many groups I get. So the reason I know they're equal is when I order them, when I draw out my picture, I have them in rows like this. So there's one on top of another, and there's not anything left out. So I can easily see what to split them into. And again, we'll get more into that later. Just a quick explanation for you. Lily read 3 books in June, 8 in July, and 4 in August. Altogether, how many books did she read this summer? So again, that's an addition problem with 3 addends. And for question 9 and 10, write how many minutes passed. So the clock says 1:15 here. It says 1:45 here. Your job is to figure out how many minutes went by from here to there where it ends up. Okay? And I know that each of these jumps is 5 minutes. So you're just counting by 5s when you do this. And I will just tell you on the first one, it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 30 minutes go by on that particular clock. From 2 to 2:15, again from here oops, I'm sorry, from here, 2 o'clock, to here, 2:15, how many minutes go by? From 2, sorry, my drawing skills are a little off. From 2 to 2:15. So same thing, how many minutes? This is 5 minutes, this is 5 minutes, this is 5 minutes. So you fill it in. All right, I'm going to stop my explanations there so you can finish this and then come back and check your work and move on with your day. 28 minus 6 should give me 22. I guess I'm doing this a little bit differently. I don't know why I didn't pause it, but I didn't. So I'm just going to keep rolling with it. There are 6 sets of 2 and 12, or 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Lily read 3 books, 8 books, and 4 books. So 3 plus 8 plus 4. You could set it up this way and come up with 15. Or you could set it up vertically, or you could do it in your head. But either way, you should end up with 15 books. And then we said 30 minutes passed here. And from 2 to 2:15, from 0 to 15, 15 minutes passes. So I like to use the analog clock at least to start with for kids, because then you understand how to read it, even though most of you have digital clocks now. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes pass, 15 minutes is there. I can also look at it and say, well, from 0 to 15 is 15 minutes. In this case, it's a little bit trickier because I have to say from 15 to 45, and then I could just count up. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I counted by 5 6 times. And that gives me 30 minutes. So again, those are just brief explanations. So if you don't understand them completely, that's okay, because we will keep going back to them. And I'm sorry my hands got a little big in the picture there because I'm zoomed in all the way. You couldn't see my numbers. But anyway, kids, I hope you have fantastic days. And I will see you soon for one of your lessons, depending on where you're at. Thank you. Bye.